Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to move through a quick 25-minute flow for the shoulders. I recently kind of pulled or tweaked my left shoulder just inside the shoulder blade, and so the last few days I've been really nursing it and moving in ways that felt like it was helping, and that's how I designed this particular sequence. I think it's also just a great sequence for any time you need to loosen up your shoulders or your neck, which seems to be a common theme in yoga, right? Because we hold so much tension in the shoulders and in the neck and the upper back. So whether or not you're experiencing some kind of discomfort there or not, it'll be a great class to do anyway, to just feel really refreshed and just to unload whatever baggage you're carrying there. All right, let me sort out this wire here. We're going to start our practice standing. So you can go ahead and find your way there as I'm getting organized here. All right. And as you come to the top of your yoga mat, you can take your stance about hip-width distance. Look down at your feet, lift and spread your toes out and set them back down. And then shift your weight around, forward and back a few times into the ball mounds of the toes and the heels. Your arms can come to your sides as you find balance, and roll your shoulders back and down. And we'll just take a moment standing, let the eyes fall shut, and grounding. I think about the space just below my navel called the hara, and this anchor point having like a golden thread that weaves down through the center of both legs, out through the arches of both feet, and down into the center of the earth. So I even imagine like a spiraling golden root system going down through the dirt and the bedrock and the earth. And then I imagine it wrapping a few times around the center of the earth, and I give it a little tug by lifting pelvic floor, a little mula bandha. And that just feels like very grounding and anchoring to me. So as you explore that in your own body, see if you just feel yourself really landing here with a little more emphasis on grounding, anchoring, feeling secure and strong and stable. As I'm doing this imagery in my head, I'm also thinking one word, just thinking connect. And so maybe you try that out for a moment, just think connect. Purpose of yoga ultimately is to calm the fluctuations of the mind. And so now shift your attention to your headspace and notice how busy that space is. Is there a lot of thinking going on, a lot of ruminating on things past or future? Can you take one big breath right now in, and with an exhale, clear it all out? Imagine your breath being like a fresh breeze in a stale room. Open up the windows, let that energy flow. And as you create this clearing and this connection, bring your palms together in front of your heart and allow an intention to surface. And as you have that intention in mind, hold it there in your heart to incubate during the length of this practice. Interlace your hands here in front of your chest, and then flip the palms up towards the ceiling, coming into a stretch, the arms reaching up overhead. And as you press your palms up towards the ceiling here, finding that lift and that length, press your feet down from the hips, down through the leg bones, down into the feet. Keep your hands interlaced. Bring your hands to the back of your head and just scoop up the base of your skull, that occipital lobe. The thumbs can extend down the sides of the neck for support. Close your elbows in towards the sides of your head. And then start to pull your chin towards your chest. Nice little stretch coming into the back of the neck, between the shoulder blades, perhaps. Do a little tiny shake of your head side to side, like you're tracing your chin along your collarbones. And from here, we'll add a little bend to the knees. Start to curl the tailbone under. Scoop up the low belly and rib cage into the body and come into this little bit of a standing cat pose, if you will. Let your heels ground down and slightly apart. Curl the sits bones towards the backs of the knees and take an exhale breath right here. Then inhale, and you can keep a little bend in the knees. Take your elbows wide. Let your head fall into the basket of your hands. Lift up your heart and breathe in. And repeat, exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. And last time, exhale and round. As you straighten your legs out, come all the way to stand. Flip your palms up, stretching out through the hands. Releasing the fingertips and the grip there. Arms reach up, palms turn in. Drop your right hand along your right side body, taking a gentle side body stretch. Come all the way back up, breathing in, dropping your left arm down outside your left hip for a gentle side body stretch. Come all the way back up to stand, breathing in, reaching the arms high. Bring your hands to your heart. Sitting for chair pose. So start to bend your knees again. Weight is back in your heels. The knees can stay pointing the same direction as the toes, which are still hip-width distance apart. Cactusing out the arms. Feel the shoulder blades coming in towards the spine. Open the chest. Then bring your right arm under your left arm into eagle wrap. Pull your elbows forward and upwards. On this breath out, bring your elbows towards your knees, rounding your back first. Then begin to straighten out your legs and take a fold into eagle-armed Uttanasana. Now, this is the first time we're stretching into the hamstrings. And so go gently, keep a bend to the knees. Think about just laying your ribs onto your thighs. Your knees can be very bent here. As you squeeze your elbows together, you'll feel a separating of the shoulder blades across your back body. Now place your left hand on the floor under your face and let this right arm unravel from the twist and reach the right arm to the sky, bending your left knee, straightening your right leg. Starting to feel a nice sensation of stretch down the outer right hip. You can turn the right palm to face the other side of the room. Weave that arm around your low back, perhaps letting your fingertips search for that left hip crease, rolling the right shoulder open. Reach your right arm back up to the ceiling, breathing in, then thread your right arm back under the left arm, hooking the elbows and coming back into that eagle wrap. Unlock the knees, keeping them bent and taking a really slow roll all the way up. So you feel the big spread across the upper back as you wrap the shoulder blades wide across the back of the heart. Chin is into the chest. Unlock those knees. Make sure you're not locking your legs out until you're slowly all the way back up in a standing pose. Unravel your arms, roll out those shoulders. Let's do that all on the other side. So bend the knees, reach the hips back and down. Take the arms out to cactus. Push your heart through the upper arm bones. So it's like a goalpost arms. Your heart is the football. Send it through. Left arm under right arm. Elbows forward and up. And then elbows towards the space between the knees, stretching out the back. Then start to tip forward, straightening out the legs a little bit more so you can fall down into your Uttanasana with eagle wrap arms. Couple breaths. Finding that Ujjayi breath, breathing through your nose. Now this time the right hand will go on the floor. The left arm unravels from the twist and goes up towards the ceiling. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg, and ground that left heel powerfully into the floor. And that's going to stretch out that outer left hip, down the outer thigh. Twist your chest open and look up. Flip the left palm and let the left arm fall behind your back. You can let your fingertips search for that inner right thigh if you wish. Rolling the left side of the chest open, maybe let the head fall towards the shoulder. And then as you unravel, you'll take that left arm, weave it behind the right arm, scoop the elbows up into eagle wrap once again, unlock the knees and keep them that way. Tailbone towards heels, so really powerful tuck in the pelvis. Rounding, 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 slowly, slowly stacking until you arrive all the way up in your standing pose once again. Release your arms, roll out those shoulders. Good, palms together at your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Swan dive, lead with your heart. Halfway lift, breathing and lengthening. And as you exhale, plant the hands and step back into plank. From your plank pose, you can drop your knees if you wish, or lower in one line. Reach the toes back towards the wall behind you and firm the tops of your feet down. Fingertips go wide, so they're in line with the shoulder heads, elbows are up. Press your fingertips into the earth, reach back through your toes, and come up into cobra. Breathing in. As you exhale, roll your right shoulder down and peek underneath your left elbow. Inhale, lift back up. And go the other way. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, release down. Clasp all 10 fingers behind your back. Squeeze your palms together like you're juicing a lime. Reach your knuckles back, lift your toes up, coming into locust for 5, 4, lift 3, soften the jaw, 2, and release 1. Palms frame the shoulders, roll over your knees into a child's pose. Press your hips to your heels and drop your forehead down. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Rising up into your hands and your knees, coming up for tabletop pose. Bring your knees underneath your hips and your wrists underneath your shoulders. With an inhale breath, let your belly slope down, lift your sits bones up, and drive your heart forward. And with your exhale breath, round your back, tuck your pelvis under, and squeeze through the belly. Inhale, cow. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale to neutral, finding your neutral tabletop position. We'll slide the right arm underneath behind the left wrist. Slide through and come all the way to your right shoulder. Here you can leave your left hand on the floor in front of your face, or you can begin to crawl the left hand forward over the crown of the head. Take a couple of breaths here, breathing into the upper back. Keep moving your hips evenly back and press the shins down into the floor. Slide your left hand back to the floor and rise back up to table pose. Give your spine a moment to rebound after that twist. And then switch sides. Left hand behind the right wrist, sliding through and dropping left shoulder down. Close the eyes, relax your jaw. Take a couple deep, full breaths. Choose to leave your right hand on the floor or to bring the hand over the crown of the head, lengthening out the right side body as you go into this twist. Slide your right hand back in front of your face, come back up to your hands and your knees. Returning into tabletop pose. We'll go into a nice big extended puppy pose, another nice shape for opening up the chest and back. Bring your hands forward and start to melt your chest down towards the floor. You can bring your face, your chin, your lips, your forehead down, whatever feels best in your body. Spread your hands out wide, anchor down through the palms. And just breathe into your heart space for a couple rounds of inhales and exhales. This pose is called Anahatasana in addition to puppy pose. Anahatasana means heart melting, and so let that be the essence for you right now, melting your heart. And slowly begin to slide your palms back in, lifting gently. As soon as you get your hands under your shoulders, round your spine, puff your back up to the ceiling, dome your back. Gazing towards your feet here, look at your toes, watch them tuck under, and then glide back into a downward facing dog. Taking the spine into extension, lift your sits bones, lift your tailbone, press your hands down and forward, and reach your heels towards the floor. I'm gonna go into a little flow, hit some warrior poses and some strengthening shapes, a little balance here and there. I'm gonna move with maybe 2 or 3 breaths in each shape, and then we'll be back on the floor for Savasana in no time. From here, step your feet together at the back of your mat. Glide your right leg up, breathe in. Right knee, left elbow, tap, breathing out. Right leg goes back up with a breath in, bend the knee, open the hip, stacking right knee up over the hip, hip over hip, opening up your chest. Take your right leg back up to the sky, step forward towards the right thumb, warrior 1. So back heel down, toes turned out on that back foot. Steer your hips forward, reach your arms to the sky, breathe in, breathe out. Bring your hands to your heart. Turn your back toes out. Turn your chest to the long edge of your mat. Reach your arms wide for warrior 2, shoulders over hips, gazing over the right hand, breathe in and out. Flip your right palm, reach it up to the sky. Left hand grabs that wrist, give it a little tug into a side bend. Breathe in and out. Coming back out towards warrior 2. Let your right elbow come to your thigh and take your left arm past the crown of your head into extended side angle. Lengthen through both sides of your waist as you pull your right hip back and under. And turn your chest up, look up, breathe in. Breathe out. Come back up to warrior two. Reach the arms wide, straighten your right leg. Now reach forward, dropping the right hand to the shin, a block if you have one, or to the floor. Stretching your left arm to the sky for Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. Once again, try to wrap your outer right hip back in space. Soften the grip of your toes and your jaw. Breathe in. Breathe out. Circle your left hand down to the floor, bending the right knee, coming into lunge. Taking the right arm up to the sky, looking up into a twist. Spin your left rib cage towards your inner right thigh. Kick that left heel back. Breathe in. And out. Set your back heel down to the floor, toes turn out here. And as you circle the arms up, warrior one pose again. Reaching up to the sky, sink your hips low. Now reach your arms out to tee them and bring your palms together into reverse prayer behind your back, working the fingertips up the back and opening the elbows. If this is not a shape that works in your body, hold on to your forearms or your elbows instead. From this pose, begin to straighten your right leg, square the hips forward, lift your chest. Leaning forward to just pause halfway down, driving the outer right hip back, leveling off your chest. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Take a breath in and out. Bending into the right knee, lift your back leg up for a warrior three variation. Keep your heart beaming forward. Inhale. Exhale. Stepping softly back, landing in that warrior one stance. Let your hands now interlace and extend. Lift your heart up. You might walk your right foot out a step, preparing for your humble warrior, bowing to the inside of your right leg. Pull your knuckles up and over, flush out those shoulders. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then just release your hands down, framing out the right foot. Your legs are already in the right stance. Begin to straighten your right leg. Square off the hips. Wrap that outer left hip forward and fold into your standing leg. You're always welcome to use props like a block or two underneath the hands here if needed. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bending into the front knee. Set the back knee down to the floor and reach the arms all the way up, Anjaneyasana. Hands to the heart as you exhale, and then twisting. Place your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Press your palms together as you stack your elbows. Inhale, exhale. Reach the arms back up, breathing in. Maybe watch your palms touch. Exhale your hands down to the floor. And lift your back knee up for lunge. Stepping back into plank and lowering halfway or all the way down. You can flow it through a cobra or an upward dog, lifting your chest high. And then we'll meet back in down dog, preparing for the same flow on the other side. Take a deep breath in and clear your mind. Let it go. Left leg high, breathe in. Left knee, right elbow, cross and tap. Left leg high, breathe in. Bend the knee, open the hip, breathing out. Left leg high, breathe in. Stepping forward, breathing out. Warrior one, reach the arms up. Settle into the front thigh, lift the rib cage and try to square your hips forward. Breathe in. Hands to the heart, breathing out. Turn your right toes out, turn your chest and reach your arms wide. Warrior two, gaze over your left hand, breathe in. Sit a little deeper, breathing out. Take your left arm up and grab the wrist with your right, pulling yourself into a nice side bend. Breathe in and out. Warrior two. Left elbow thigh, right arm forward. Side angle pose, gaze up, breathe in. Breathe out. Warrior two, come back up. Left leg straight, reach forward first, and then drop the hand to the shin, block or floor. Reach the right arm to the sky and lengthen through your crown, shifting your gaze up. Breathing in, breathing out. Look down, and as the right hand drops, bend the left knee into a lunge. Take the left arm to the sky, twist. Take an inhale as you reach. As you exhale, keep the twist. Bring the back heel down, toes turned out. Circle the left arm down and up. Rise for a warrior one. Then take your arms out to the sides. Bring your hands together behind your back. Variations are welcome. You can hold onto your elbows or forearms. Open the chest, straighten the left leg out. Square your hips, lift your chest. Leaning forward, hinge at the hips and pause. Breathe in and out. Bend the left knee, lift the back leg up, warrior three. Breathing in and breathing out. Step back, warrior one, interlacing the hands now behind your back. Bend the knee as you open up the chest. Maybe walk left foot, step it to the left a little bit. And then fold inside your left thigh. Coming into your humble warrior, drop your head down. Breathe in. Let it go. Set both hands down. And your legs are pretty much in the right place. You can start to straighten this left leg out. If anything, turn the back toes forward and step them in a little bit. And then feel like your hips can level more as you lengthen and fold. Set the back knee down to the floor, coming up into your Anjaneyasana. So ground into that front heel, reach the arms up. Place your hands together in front of your chest, twisting. Right elbow outside of left knee, stacking the hands, pressing into the palms. Breathe in and out. As you unravel, arms go up, maybe the palms touch here. Exhale your hands down, lift up the back knee, and step into plank. You'll take your last vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. Wiggle around and move your body. Check in with those shoulders and the neck. Shake out the head. And then look forward, jump or step. Sit down and come to your seated pose. We'll take the hands behind us with the fingertips forward. Hug the elbows in and lift your chest up. Okay, we're gonna go into reverse tabletop pose. So as you press your heels down, lift your hips up in line with your knees. Drop your head back. Press into the insides of your hands. Inhale. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue. Now look forward and bring your hips forward to the heels and sit behind them, leaving your hands where they are. Squeeze the elbows in and back. Chin can come to the chest, that's fine. This is pretty intense for me. I'm wondering how you're feeling at home. Hopefully at the end of this practice, you'll leave me a comment on how this practice felt in your body. And then to come out of this, push into your feet, lift your hips, and just move your hips back in space. From here, reach the arms forward, round your back, and take a very slow and controlled descent. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And arriving on your back body. Let's go ahead and bend the knees. Cross the right leg over the left leg. Drop the legs to the left. Taking a little twisted roots variation. Left hand can rest on the outer right thigh. You can have your right arm level to the shoulder. You can turn your head that way if you want to. And then bring yourself back to neutral, uncross the right leg over the left. Set the foot down, left leg crosses over the right, and then just let your knees fall to the right. Right hand can come to the outside of the left thigh. Let your left shoulder blade broaden away from the midline as you let the left arm roll out and maybe turn the head. Bring your head back to neutral. Bring your legs back up, uncrossing. Take your hands, interlace all 10 fingers to the back of your head like you did in the beginning of the practice. Thumbs can release down the sides of the neck. Now curl your chin towards your chest, pull the elbows in. Try to bring your chin right into your chest, hug the head in, and then take your head a little bit side to side. Like you're shaking your head no, gently, gently, releasing any tension down the upper back and the back of the neck and the shoulders. One more squeeze, pulling the chin to the chest. And gently releasing. Take your arms overhead. Roll out those wrists, get any little pops and clicks out. Shake out the hands and let the arms come down to the sides. Slide the heels forward and wide. Let the toes flop out to the sides. Move shoulder blades down the back and broad. And let yourself rest here for a few moments. Savasana. As you lie back, relax. Let your fingertips gently soften in towards the palms. Relax the hands. Relax the wrists and forearms, the elbows and upper arm bones, and the shoulders. Notice how heavy the arms can feel. And then moving on to the chest space, soften across the chest and collarbones. Soften the upper back and shoulder blades. Relax the abdomen, the mid and lower back muscles, and the length of your spine. And let your pelvic bones melt into the earth and soften the contents of the pelvis. Relax your legs, the bones and muscles, all the way down through the knees, the shins, calves, ankles, till you reach the arches of the feet, tops of the feet, heels, and toes. Move back to the heart space and upwards into the throat. Relax and soften your throat, your jaw, root of the tongue, tip of the tongue, lips, cheeks, eyes, temples, third eye, the brow, crown of the head, and the back of the head. And now just note how relaxed and heavy the entire body feels. Nothing in your body is feeling like it's ready to move or holding itself up or resisting gravity. The whole body gently melting into the earth beneath you. Start to bring attention to your breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready to, you can start to bend the knees and just roll off onto your side body. And pressing into the palms, bring yourself all the way up to a comfortable seat and join your hands together in front of your heart for a final moment just with yourself in the quiet of this space that you've created, this precious, sacred moment. Reaffirm whatever intention came to the surface for you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. If you have a moment to leave me a comment, I would love to hear from you and to know who my YouTube community is. So drop a comment below and I will surely respond. I hope you enjoyed this practice and have a great day.